What's up guys, my name's Nightchronicles here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be showing you the weekly reset for January 1st, 2019. Happy New Year everybody. It is literally the first day of the new year. There's a bunch of stuff going on in the reset. A lot of stuff has left the tower, including Iron Banner, the whole Dawning event stuff. So if you did miss it, all of your cookies and all the extra Dawning stuff has disappeared. Hey, I'm talking to you, dude. Yeah, keep walking. Just keep going. All that stuff has disappeared, so all the event stuff, the Triple Valor from last week, the Iron Banner, the Dawning, all that stuff should be gone. I surprisingly got the entire set of Iron Banner set for my Hunter this week. I try to do at least one set per week. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the weekly reset and show you what's going on. And don't ask me why I have white pants, it's a long story, but let's show you what's going on. By the way, have you seen this Hunter? Like, the proportions of like the thickness of the legs and the waist? It's like, holy crap. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it, starting off with the Nightfall. First off, we have Warden of Nothing, a Forsaken Nightfall that drops the Warden's Law, a 2-burst hand cannon that's kind of like, not really that great in anything, but it is interesting. Next up, we got the Garden World, which is going to be the one with the Cyclops at the end. The one from Curse of Osiris, and that one dropped. I believe this one drops the Universal Wave function. If I'm wrong, it'll be different on screen now, so just pay attention to that. I'll check it later. The Arms Dealer is going to be the third one, which is one of the base game ones, which will drop the Tilt Fuse Exotic Sparrow. Overall, I would say the highest scoring is probably going to be Warden of Nothing. Forsaken ones are almost always highest scoring, and the fastest one is probably going to be Arms Dealer. Even though it's a highly point scoring one, it's pretty fast. If you start to barrel through it, you kill those tanks pretty fast. It's pretty fast if you can get through it pretty fast. As far as the weekly rotating burn this week, it will be Solar Burn, which means that all the strikes at Heroic Adventures, anything heroic, will have Solar Singe for the entire week, and the daily right now is Blackout and Brawler, which are obviously opposites of each other. As for the weekly rotating Crucible game mode, it is Lockdown. I personally do not like Lockdown or Showdown, or, you know, honestly, or Supremacy for that matter, but anyways, that is what it is for Crucible. As for the Flashpoint this week, it will take place on Io, so complete Lost Sectors, public events, and Heroic Adventures on Io, as well as the Heroic Adventure here to get credit towards doing this Flashpoint on Io. On screen now, you'll see a full list of the current rotation. It goes in this rotation every single time, unless there's a new planet that might add into the rotation. This is the Flashpoint rotation every single week. As for the Dreaming City this week, the curse is at is Growing Curse, the second out of 3 phases, because of the fact she's in the mist. So next week, it will be at the strongest curse, when you can actually do the Shattered Throne Flawlesses or whatever you're trying to do. But this week will be the Growing Curse. If you want to do anything in the Dreaming City, that's what you have to keep in mind. And as a friendly reminder, if you want to go get some more powerful gear, the Spider offers his powerful bounty. Make sure you go get it, as well as the other Masterwork cores and enhancement cores and stuff over there. Just wanted to remind you that he exists and you should go get it in case you wanted to get more powerful rewards. As for Escalation Protocol this week, last week was all 3, this week will be all 3, and next week will be the shotgun. So if you're still missing Akello shotgun, next week is the time to grind. It's the time to just go out there and find endless amounts of groups until you find what you're looking for. As for the Leviathan Prestige modes this week, it will be anything Fusion Rifle and Fusion Rifle. I would say an above average loadout with Arsenal, where weapons have no reserves. Emptying the clip of one refills the clip of another. Basically, you just rotate between the 3 weapons with ammo, and you just keep going through all of them, which might be a lot of fun with some Thousand Voices, might be fun with some fast fire rate Fusion Rifles. And of course, kinetic being anything just means you can use it on anything. Doesn't really matter since you rotate anyway. If I'm gonna be honest, you might as well make that kinetic another special, because of the fact that you get free ammo. You might as well just make it the best thing you could possibly have. Moving on, let's go ahead and talk about Eververse. Obviously, all of the Dawning items have disappeared, so there's no more Dawning stuff in the list of all of the stuff, but there is obviously things that you can get. There's the Nothing is Wrong, where you kind of sit at a table with a coffee mug that catches on fire. I actually have not gotten this one yet, which is very surprising. And there's a couple other things along the line. I'm just going to scroll over a few of these. You know whether or not you need this or you want this or not. As for the boots for any class, I believe this will be the same for any class. The roll is almost optimal. I would say the optimal roll is if there was special ammo finder in the 3rd column here. Dynamo is really nice. And of course, recovery is also really nice. Overall, it's a kind of above average roll, although not the best possible roll. As far as this stuff, there's Jade Rabbit, Vigilance Wing for the ornaments, and a couple of these other stuff. The colors are not my favorite, but you also have those options in case you were wondering. Just wanted to quickly go into this bounty since we haven't seen it in a very long time. That's what the bounty is, or not the bounty, the bundle. That's what the bundle is, in case you were wondering. And of course, lastly, we have the Prismatic Matrix, which I have 3 Matrix charges for, and my Postmaster is also full, so I may have spammed a lot of cookies in the last 10 minutes of the event. what was it, like 50 cookies or something? Let's go ahead and go across the top. We have Odra Rear, which is a very standard looking ship that has a few cool little Norse-like symbols across the top of it. We've got the ornament for the Skyburner. We've got the Sunbracer ornament and all that stuff, and a couple of other things along the way. As far as everything else goes, you can pretty much see what's going on when I hover over it. Of course, make sure you do the level 4 bounty every single week to get one of these prismatic matrix stuff, which is going to be over here, which I can't get at the current moment because my prismatic matrix, I already have 3 of them, so I can't currently get the bounty, but I'll be able to get it after using one of them. So make sure you pick this up every single week so you can get a prismatic facet. And in case you were wondering, this is what my Postmaster looks like. I wonder what this one is. Maybe it's a, nah. It's a decent one actually, but nah. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that's a good. You know what? I didn't even know that it did that. When you highlight something that might kick out your Postmaster, it warns you. Now that is a nice touch, Bungie. I have to say, even though I just went to my Postmaster and I just mentioned it, I totally forgot. You alright, dude? You gonna make it through anytime soon, or what's going on here? You know, I'm gonna leave you to it. I don't want to interrupt anything. This seems like top level confidential, top Area 51 stuff. I'll leave you to it. Big Rhino's got things to do. As for Benedict's inventory this week, again, I'm just gonna kind of go across them. You can see the symbols on the top left and know where they are. You can see when it says a completion on the top left when I highlight over it, and the auto rifle is really not something that's really that bombastic. As for Hawthorne this week, gonna highlight across the dailies as well as the weeklies across the top, in case you were wondering, in case you wanted to know about these different ones. And for the weekly raid challenges, we have the Witch challenge for Last Wish, which is gonna be the Shiro Chi challenge. In case you were wondering, this is probably the hardest one out of all the Last Wish ones. It is so annoying because she can just hit you with some ridiculous shot. And then we also have To Each Their Own challenge, which should be the 3rd challenge in the Scourge raid. So the last one was the second one, the one right before the boss, so I can only assume this is the one right at the boss. So this should be the last challenge you're looking for if you have done all 3 so far. And I don't know how to do it again because I've never done it and I haven't looked it up at all yet. So let me know in the comments down below how you do this challenge, and of course refer to the comments in case you were wondering. As for Ada this week, just wanted to show you what she's got going on. Again, I'm just going to quickly go across the dailies in case you're wondering what it is for this specific daily. And of course show you what the frame she has this week. She has the sniper rifle, the Tatara Gaze, I think it's called. We have the pulse rifle, which is the Blast Furnace. It's a 4-burst 450 pulse rifle, and this is a 72 RPM sniper rifle. And then finally we have the powerful machine gun, which is the Hammerhead 450 machine gun that we got from the beginning of the game. It seems like it's going to be pretty common that she has 3 weapon frames instead of 2 from now on, because of the fact the beginning they wanted to very slowly drip it out, but now they're hopefully giving it so you have more options. As far as these go, I would say the LMG is probably my favorite LMG in the game right now. Nice void, good opportunities, good stability, and all that stuff. Next up, the sniper rifle has a chance of dropping with kill clip, which can one-shot in Crucible. And then lastly, the pulse rifle is very similar to the Go Figure, so in my opinion, it's just if you want more Go Figure opportunities, you have it. Go for it. Anyways, that's pretty much the video for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below if I did miss something. If you wanted to know more information about something, of course, look in the comments down below, see if you can help me out. I apologize for not getting to the comments lately. It's been a few weeks since I've actually answered any comments, and I usually like to answer them like once or twice a week, and it's one of those things that I really do like doing, but every time you get on a YouTube page, it says 401 at the top of the page. It's just like, it's really daunting at times, but I really do like answering those comments, so I'm really sorry about that, and I will try to get to it as soon as I can. But of course, my name's been Diachronic. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys on the next one.